Welcome back, bandits, to the Red Dead Redemption 2 show, episode 3. So we have a lot to cover in terms of news today, and of course another Q&A to cover slightly later on in the episode. So firstly, let's talk about Rockstar Games and what they posted on their newswire last night. They posted once again 2 more screenshots of Red Dead Redemption 2, and I'm showing them on screen now. So basically these screenshots were taken from in-game, and Rockstar Games just wanted to demonstrate the Deadeye in Red Dead Redemption 2 and gave us some details on how the Deadeye will work. Now, a fun fact for everyone watching today, from Monday onwards you can officially say Red Dead Redemption 2 releases next week. I can't believe that come Monday, 1 week from there, will only be 2 or 3 days from the release of Red Dead Redemption 2, depending on where you are in the world and also how early you may or may not be able to get your hands on the game. And I just can't believe we're this close to the release of the game. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. I don't think I've ever been this excited for a video game release since GTA 5 or GTA 4 even, way back in 2008. It seems like only Rockstar Games are the company that can get me this hyped for a video game. But anyway, back to these screenshots, we can see Arthur Morgan's health, Arthur's stamina, Deadeye, the horse stamina, and the horse's health above the minimap. So now we know that that is how the HUD is going to work, or the heads up display is going to work, and of course we can turn these options off for more immersion in the game. Speaking of gunfights and Deadeye, Prince073 asks whether or not I think characters and enemies will be able to survive limbs and other parts of the body being blown off, and that's actually a really interesting question, and it did get me thinking. I would love to see that part being of the immersion and realism in the game. Of course, surviving with one arm back in the late 1800s with their significantly less advanced medical studies and understanding of the medical world was kind of rare, but I would love to see maybe a character or two surviving with maybe like one hand, or maybe we could shoot people's fingers off and they could survive gunfights like that. So definitely that's a really awesome question, and I would love to see the ability to allow characters in the world to survive several gunfights. I feel like in GTA 5, if you shoot someone, even if you only shoot them like in the hand, eventually they die, and I thought that was really stupid, considering that's not the way it worked in previous GTA games or Red Dead Redemption 1. So definitely would love to see that. And one more cool gun-oriented question came from Joymosis or Jamosis Jones. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong there, but they asked, do you think that we can target 2 different enemies at once with Deadeye? Now I assume this idea comes from watching gameplay part 2 where Micah targeted 2 enemies at once and whipped them out in a building. Now what I think they're referring to here is with the dual-wielded pistols. Are we going to be able to target 2 enemies with 2 dual-wielded pistols and shoot 2 different enemies at the same time? And I would absolutely love this in the game. Let me know down below if you guys would too, and I think it's possible. However, the fact that they haven't actually announced that yet leads me to believe that unfortunately that's not going to be in the game. So really great question and idea for the future, but I don't think it's going to be in the game at release, sadly. So before we get on with any more Q&A questions, and of course dedicate the final half of the video towards the Q&A itself, I want to go through some more of Red Dead Online, and I have a few things I want to say about Red Dead Online and the leaks that came out yesterday, and talk about it on a more personal level, because the video I uploaded about it yesterday, if you want to watch it, go ahead and go and view that on the channel. We go through all of the achievements, but I feel like being able to cover it in this podcast today will allow me to talk to you guys about my ideas, why I'm excited, and just generally give you guys my opinions on it on a more personal level rather than delivering it in a news fashion. So, of course, there was the trophy leak yesterday, and I'm expecting Rockstar Games that they might actually address this issue today, and this would be a slightly less impressive update. It would be a bit of a letdown. We all kind of pretty much know the achievements are out now, so, but of course there's nothing you can do at this point in time. If they've already pre-scheduled that to be an announcement, then of course there's nothing we can do about that. The fact that there's 17 online trophies, and some of the trophies give away some of the details, I think it's really interesting that we talk about that. So firstly, it looks like the maximum rank in online is going to be level 50, and there's going to be an introduction much like GTA Online. In GTA Online, in the introduction, I believe we get off a plane, we meet Lamar, we do a few races, and then it opens up the online universe. And the amount of time I've spent in GTA Online is hundreds of hours, guys. Do you know what? I think my total playing time in GTA 5 is 200 days. 200 days. Now, if you just think about that for a second, 200 200 days, so that's 200 times 24 hours. That's how many individual hours I've spent in GTA Online. No wonder I've got a super yacht, I'm level 400, blah blah blah. I played that game too much. So I was really let down by GTA Online in the aspect that there was no animals online. I played GTA Online so much, I don't know how I even spent 200 days in online, considering it's just a map and a few cars and missions you can play. I have no idea how I actually entertained myself for 200 days. It's been probably nearly a year now since I've spent a significant amount of time on GTA Online. So let's remember the fact that I've spent 200 days in online within the first 3 years of it being out. That's like serious dedication right there. That must have been like 5 hours a day I was playing that, and I think it genuinely was. So in Red Dead Redemption 2, one of the achievements for the online states that you can go hunting and sell the meat to the butcher online, which is awesome. So of course hunting's going to be a huge part of online, and animals are going to be online, and that's something I really wanted in GTA Online, and now it's coming to Red Dead Redemption 2, so that is already off the bat something a lot better than GTA 5. Something else I'm excited for is purchasing apartments and doing general stuff with my friends, doing races, building places, going to stables, buying horses, doing whatever we can. And I'm really excited about this online. I have a really good feeling it's going to be much better than GTA 5 online altogether. Darius asked, will we be able to buy ranches, and can we maybe plant crops and breed? Now this is a really interesting point. I don't think we can actually plant flowers and crops and of course get food through that. However, I do believe that we can breed animals. In respect to buying ranches, I know we can definitely buy stables and store horses there and store more than one horse there, so maybe that's where we do the breeding for the horses. I'm thinking maybe we should be able to buy ranches and houses. However, the fact that the game is oriented around the camp and the camp being together, I actually think it's unlikely we're going to be able to buy houses in Red Dead Redemption 2. Rockstar haven't mentioned anything. It's a shame. I know it's a huge shame for those of you who love that sort of thing in games, and I do too, so we'll find out in a few weeks time. But thank you for your question right there. Just quick guys, I designed an awesome advert for Serpent Ride, which is a band with their debut album coming out on October the 26th, the same day as Red Dead Redemption 2. So if you guys are looking for music you can listen to while your game's downloading, check out the band that I've made an advert for. I'm going to play the advert right now real quick, and then we're going to sum up today's episode. This is Invaders, the debut album from Serpent Ride, featuring the singles Space Invaders and Dance Now, coming October 26th.
Stop trying to go somewhere. Stop trying to go somewhere and dance now.
Available from iTunes, Spotify, and Apple Music. So since we were speaking about online, Mia PS4 asked, why is Red Dead Online coming as a beta? Why is Rockstar Games releasing Red Dead Online as a beta? Well, I think it's going to work in the same way as Fortnite. They name it the Fortnite beta because it's constantly changing and evolving. Now, GTA Online is also constantly changing and evolving with its constant updates. However, naming it a beta gives Rockstar Games the ability to tweak weapons without too much backlash. The fact that it's a beta gives Rockstar Games that leniency to actually say, hey, it's a beta, if there is issues, if there's anything that's tweaked, you guys signed up for that. That's the reason why, and the reason it's releasing after the release of Red Dead Redemption 2 is simply because Rockstar Games want everyone's focus to be on single player. Maybe some of you guys didn't really picture it like that in your head, but that's definitely the reason why they've done that. Big Boy Beantown says, how long do you reckon we'll be able to grow our hair? Do you think we'll be able to look like Gandalf? I sincerely hope we can look like Gandalf. That would be awesome. I'll be like, you shall not pass on the random mountain shooting people. I think I'm going to be a crazy guy. Really though, I don't think we're going to be able to grow it as long as Gandalf, sadly, but I do think we're going to be able to grow it at least to about the same length as maybe John Marston, maybe a little bit lower than our shoulders, so if anything, that's still cool in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think down below. And the final question from Luke Robinson says, do you think you can evade bounty hunters / the law by changing your appearance? Now that is a really awesome question. We know that your bounty hunting posters are going to be posted around the map, so it would be super awesome if we could evade wanted levels by changing our appearance. It's an awesome question there, definitely something I am excited to find out come release. So guys, I want to thank you for watching today's episode. I'm sorry it's been slightly longer than I anticipated. I will see you guys in the next one. Stay cool, stay awesome, and adios.